exactly how he said it. Let me try to find it in my audio. Because I don't think he said dirty, but I know he said stinky sheep. Let's see. View transcript.
You the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to judge me.
You're the sheep and I'm the one with the shears. I'm exploiting you for your product.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Have you ever found that, you're just like constantly touching your phone, like constantly looking at your phone, like all the time? I mean, geez.
Literally. How do I live like this?
Imagine if we didn't have our phones, what would we do?
Plow the fields.
I guess we would be too preoccupied with the people in our immediate area.
You're living like the old-timey way.
We would all be communicating via pigeon.
Poor pigeons.
I know.
Okay, that was Abby, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
I'm back.
Abby,
No, that was me.
why have you forsaken me?
That sounds like you, Edu.
No, okay. That's right. Abby, what?
We've been talking about the fact that Edu has sometimes similar voice to you.
You think so?
No.
I think it's the accent thing. Sometimes.
What accent do you have again?
I think we have similar voice and the accent is the same. It's just the accent, but I just had my head in a different position when I was talking, and that's I guess why I could sound sometimes like Abby. I do it again.
What accent
I
do you
don't
have?
know. We are can I say Abby? What? Welk accent we hebben? Yeah, sure. No, we have Dutch accent.
No, I know that that is Dutch. Okay, it's
I need to. No.
I hear, like Edu, I hear a touch of African in your accent. Like, a touch of it. And, but whenever you sounded like Abby, I didn't hear that at all. For example, sometimes and I don't know if I have any kind of accent in, like, any touch of, like, but sometimes when the Pakistanis that are from Canada speak, or even the US, I hear a little bit of Pakistani accent in their speech.
Oh, interesting.
Even though they were born here, I can still hear, like, you know how the Pakistanis have, like, the Indians, how they speak, like, it sound like I can hear it in it sometimes.
Maybe it's in my English, because when I speak Dutch, most people cannot tell I'm immigrant, you know. But in English, I just have a heavy Dutch English.
Wait, what is your first language then?
My first language?
Well, it is kind of Dutch, but my parents are originally from Eritrea. So I spoke Tigrinya until I was like 4 fluently, but then I forgot most of it. So I speak better Dutch than Tigrinya. I found it.
But that is the accent, actually. No, but I never recognize people with Dutch accents. Like, I don't know how Dutch accent sounds like, because for me, like, and other Dutch people, they always have, like, different accents. Like, I don't see the similarity between them. I don't see the pattern.
But you know what you have to do? It's really funny. There is, like, this Dutch football coach who coaches foreign countries. When he speaks Dutch, English is crazy. I will send the link.
It's like heavy Dutch accent?
Yeah, but also even like, you know how you have certain idioms, I guess, or sayings, that only make sense in Dutch.
Yeah.
People say it in English, it makes no sense. Like, for example, when I say, like, I have it up to here, we say, the bucket is full, like, the bucket is full with water, and I'm dripping out. But it doesn't make sense in English, you know? So, like, people are laughing all the time. Let me find the video. Alpha, by the way, are you there?
Yes.
So this is what he said. Dirty, smelly, stinky sheep.
You're a dirty, smelly, stinky sheep.
He kept saying that over and over. He's like, we're basically dirty, smelly, stinky sheep. I'm like, okay, that's not a great way to I don't know. I didn't
No,
really
it's not the most pleasing image and probably not the best way to think about yourself, but...
Yeah, like, I didn't like it.
It was like the
You're
pastor.
a dirty, smelly, sheep.
Was the pastor?
So Edu, not the pastor, the guy that was doing the OCIA. I haven't met the Order of Catholic Initiate. What does it stand for? The Alpha?
I think you got it. It's the well, I think it's called it's a Catholic Christian, but it's just like what adults like if they want to convert, they do this program.
Like Catholic and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Edu, you're Eritrean?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. My first exposure to the word Eritrea was when I was in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to wear the hijab, and I was very, 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 like, brown, like, very tan. And this Kenyan TA came up to me, and he asked me, "Are you Eritrean?"
Yeah.
It could be because a lot of us, we got mistaken either for, mixed.
And I didn't know what it was, so I went home and I Googled it. And I was like, what is Eritrea?
Eritreans are like black, no?
What did you say?
Eritreans are usually black, no?
Eritreans are considered like some of the most beautiful of the East Africans, actually.
Yeah, we are kind of, we are black Africans, of course, but like, we are, I don't know if it's like Semitic, but like we are like a distinctive ethnic group. Ethiopians and Eritreans look more similar, like especially the ones because of Habesha, so people of the highlands. And I think like a couple of thousand years ago we immigrated from like Yemen or something like that to Eritrea and mixed with locals. But either that or because since humanity started in East Africa, exactly on the border of Eritrea and Ethiopia, humanity looks like us, not us like looking at humanity. But it makes sense. Because people say, oh, you
came out of Africa.
Yeah, because people say like, oh, you don't look typical African, you don't have that big nose or blah, blah, blah. What are you mixed with? I'm like, I'm not mixed with anything, I'm just Eritrean. But people always like get mad about it. But yeah.
But Europeans mixed with Neanderthals.
Wait, I hate to interrupt, but King LeBrian has returned to the room. All hail, King LeBrian.
And we were hearing a little bit of the conversation because John was streaming it, but then he got kicked out, so we missed most of it. But it was interesting what you all were talking about.
Cool. Actually, I have a task for John, since he says, "Hail, King LeBrian." I have a task for you, John.
Him saying muted is saying okay. Go ahead, John.
No, I'm trying to think of that guy with the black and white photos. His name was like Moramato or Mike or what the hell was that guy's name?
Anyway, I'm blocked out of that room, Edmund. Go back in there and ask them, why have you blocked?
I can't. They've kicked all my accounts out, and I don't have anonymous. But what you can do is create a new burner account. Don't look at anybody's profile and get an anonymous account.
LeBron just message Issa or some of the mods and let them know. I'm sure they want you
I
back.
think I did, but I'm not sure. Like, when you message somebody on this app now, it looks dark. Does that mean the message was delivered?
I don't think it tells you if the messages are delivered.
Wait, what are you talking about? Which platform?
Here.
Oh no,
Yeah,
here it doesn't say. Here it doesn't say it.
But like when you send somebody a message, like it's like grayed out. Like the way they present the message, to me, it's like I can't tell if it was delivered. Like I just have no idea.
No, here you cannot tell if it's delivered or not. But yeah, if it was Telegram, then yeah, obviously you probably know.
Yeah, I hate this app. You know what else I noticed? There's like weird shit on my profile, and there's no way to remove it.
Oh,
It's
the
like this
rumor conversations?
For example, yeah.
You mean the hot takes and the replays?
But that's the first thing. Yeah, it's like some of them I wasn't even reading the shit. I'm just clicking a button to get it off of my fucking like screen.
Yeah, no, you need to.
And then it's like saved to my profile, and you have to pay them to get rid of it.
Exactly.
Hey, the niggers.
Right. Like, what the fuck? And then the second thing is like, okay, so this fucking faggot, I told you this guy was defending Andrew Wilson, like, gay porn best friend or whatever. This faggot messaged me. He literally messaged me like, "Come back, pumpkin," like fucking faggot. And I messaged him back like, "Okay, thanks for confirming you're a homosexual." But like, there's no way. Like, his face is now like pinned
Okay,
to my.
so I can tell you how to remove that, LeBron, like Andrew. Just go and delete your message, and it goes away.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You can delete a message.
Yeah, just manually delete your message, and he'll go away.
Okay, hold on. I didn't know you could do that. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I was sick of seeing that faggot's face on my profile.
Which one was it? By the way, you can delete that. Yeah. So you know how to do that, right? Go on your profile. Click on your profile settings.
If you don't want anybody to see who
And
you
your
talk
name
to.
on top, and then say hide recent chatting.
But he already removed it. He removed it by
Okay.
deleting it. But if you don't want anybody to see who you're talking to, you can do that.
Just
But you
do
won't be
that
able
by
to see.
default.
But you won't be able to see who other people are talking to either.
It's in settings.
Yeah. So okay, click on your profile. Go to settings, and then click on your name above, like it says whatever.
Oh, I never would have even thought to click my fucking name.
Okay, and then it says hide recent chatting, private profile, enable NSFW, and then you just toggle on hide recent chatting. Then
Thank
you want,
you.
yeah.
Abby, by the way, you know who slid into my DMs
Who?
the other day? Yasmin.
Who's Yasmin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she wrote to me, "You feckless little man, go get a therapist and deal with
Why?
internalized anti-Semitism."
You? Wait, did she confuse you with someone?
No, she didn't.
Wait, how are you anti-Semitic?
No, internalized.
How are you internalized anti-Semitic?
Go ask her. But I wrote back a new phone with this.
Great work, Alpha. That's just.
Smart. Very smart.
So do you know who blocked you?
Creators have audience names.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say it was that Emma chick because she said that. But she said that if she ever sees me, she's gonna remove me or whatever. If you got a
The older woman?
No, not
yeah.
you know.
The very old blonde woman.
Okay, so let me see. LC?
Yeah.
So she follows me, so I can't tell if she, how her settings are. But usually you can tell if somebody has you blocked, whether you can see the message button or not, unless they have their messages turned off. So if you click on her profile and it only says add, most likely she's the one that blocked you, if she's modded. That's the way one.
What's her profile?
It is, her ad is LC is fishing.
LC is fishing. Okay. I don't think she is fishing. I think she's drinking.
But because she has a plus sign, she'll also see that she saw that you clicked on her profile too.
So it says I can message her, so I guess she doesn't have me blocked. Is that how that works?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. I guess I've not heard of it.
It's not, hold on, just note that it's not always the case when you cannot message people. Sometimes because they have messages on.
Yeah. But like most likely, if somebody else, the only way you can confirm that they have messages off is if somebody else checks for you and sees if they can message them.
Right? That actually has
Well, somebody message Issa and say, "Hey, why are these fucking? I'm tired of this. I'm tired
Issa
of
has
this."
me blocked. That's why I can't go in there.
Are all of you?
It's not gonna do that for you. You think she's gonna work for you?
No, Issa has had like, she will. I think she will. She's like, I think she'll have somebody because she used to like she had Daniel unblock me one time when he had me blocked.
You're reading magical
No, she will.
poetry.
They seemed like you all seemed like you had a very cordial conversation. and it seems that she is interested in becoming Jewish. Did you get that feeling?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like she was having.
Oh my god.
John was streaming it, but it seems very sincere. As somebody who is looking for the truth, like I can respect that struggle because, like she said, it's something that you're so used to something all your life. It's hard
When
to
this
break
runner
away
was just
from it.
seconds away from winning the marathon, his legs suddenly gave out and he collapsed right in front of the finish line.
Like,
But
but
instead
I'm
of
also
running
glad
past him,
that
the athlete
all
behind
the
stopped to help him up. As he supported the exhausted runner toward the finish, he noticed another competitor closing in fast. So in that moment, he had to make a choice and decided to cross the line himself. Do you think he did the right thing? When this runner was just seconds away from winning,
Dude,
This
these
owner wanted
people,
to test the
they would
reflexes
say to
of
me
his
stuff
cats.
like,
So he dropped a pet snack on the floor.
every single
Whoever grabbed it
Jewish
first would be
needs to be
crowned.
killed.
Okay,
Like,
tomorrow
oh,
Saturday,
okay.
who's up for
Oh,
going
got
out?
it. Now I understand. Now I get it.
My God,
Do you remember when I said I would rather have 1,000 righteous Jews or 100 righteous Jews in Palestine than some guy on here in the Mikhail?
I remember you were one tribal. Yes.
Hey, let's look at our tickets.
But I can't count you as one of the good Muslims I know anymore because you're a Christian now.
Well, I'm having a theological.
Okay, yeah. Hey, this is your car, right?
Let me see.
Alright, so I'm actually not done. I want to do
I
something for you.
tried to make it a hybrid, and then people were like, you can't do that, and so I probably will go back to being a hybrid.
Sorry, you're a Christian now.
I have been baptized.
I was in the supermarket and I saw a
So,
gallon
Ender, how are you
of
doing?
$2.89 and I went further down the aisle and it's
Pretty
another gallon of
good.
for 59 cents. And I just know that if you put that in these two different cups, I wouldn't know the difference
So you
between
believe
what's
that the
right.
New
When I got
Testament,
back, I told Chris at the time, I want to sell water. He was like, the what? I said, I want to sell water.
your
He was like,
research is that the New
everybody needs water.
Testament translations changed it and originally did not say that Jesus is God. I heard it was the other one.
their coach punished them by making
These boots are made for
Nora, don't
I
tell
don't
me
like to
propaganda.
study.
What they don't tell you.
Why is this cast packed with at an orphanage? Seniors in
I mean, last year I was going through the different manuscripts, the different Christian manuscripts, and comparing them. Interestingly, the Tanakh transcript, the oldest manuscript that you all have of the Tanakh, is not as like there's older New Testament transcripts than there is the full Tanakh transcript. Did you know that, Andrew?
Say again?
I mean, it's been a while since I looked into this, but I believe it's the 10th or 11th century that you all have one full transcript of the Tanakh.
Okay.
Is that accurate?
Well, that would make sense with how particular Christians have been in writing their scriptures, and in what maps.
Well, that's
Something
something
to do with that Old Testament, not the New Testament. There's like earlier transcripts of the New Testament.
Wait, let me Google this real quick. I will.
No, wait. You have the Dead Sea Scrolls. Those kind of predate everything.
Yeah, no, but that's not the full Tanakh.
Yeah, I'm saying, but for the preservation of the full thing, you need like to have a bunch of scribes, and they all have to be working very hard, make a bunch of copies, and like the number games, one will survive.
See, my criticism of Clubhouse as being a waste of time is it's like talking about the Zohar or talking about the Bible. It's like, you know what? Just read the fucking thing. It's like, I don't want to talk about owning a Mercedes, convertible. I want to drive that fucker through the city and have a great time.
Speaking of the Zohar, we were talking about it earlier. If I'm to read the Zohar, will I have a viral incident in an elevator?
Yeah. No.
Andrew did send me the Zohar.
Yeah. Did you read it?
Oh, he left the room.
I don't think Andrew knows about my elevator. I'm sure they've already they've said it.
No, he knows. He knows.
Then why does he act like he does?
Maybe just not to, make you
Make
feel
it awkward.
Yeah.
Aw.
I mean, who cares, Nora? It happens.
No, yeah, don't worry about it.
Mm.
Like I said, I would rather have 10,000 viral
At
videos.
least we
than-
found your beautiful. I will say it again. the video that I very much appreciated you putting it together. You have some talent over there, and I told you
that crazy video.
Yeah, but
That was good.
That was good. Like you dragged me into those emotions that I haven't felt for so long after watching a movie. His movie there just called Just in a Way.
Abby, stop lying to me, man. Why are you
I
Wait. What are they talking about?
I can testify to the fact that I was raving about that video for quite a while.
Yeah, no, she actually really liked it. She's not.
I really do. You gave me like these feelings, like I was like, wow, Nora's so good at this. Like with the two songs in the background of what's his name, Stapleton or something.
Yeah.
And you're like
Too
going.
bad I don't have that phone. I wish I still had my phones. I shouldn't have busted my phone, but whatever.
Anyway, that was good, and I told you to tap into that. And
well, I think I tried to tap into it the last 2 months, but I failed.
no, that was good.
That's funny.
No, you do have creative outputs. I appreciate. Like I know it's not good for you, but you know sometimes when artists have like a mental breakdown or something, they produce something very beautiful, and I think sometimes you have to see it in a positive daylight. Whatever that happened in the elevator, yes, it has negative consequences for you, but you got away with it, you know. And
honestly, Abby, I would rather have 12,000 viral videos if I could just go back in time and my face not get cut open.
Yeah, but your face is cut open now, and you have to live with it. And you can be sad about it, but in the end of the day, it doesn't really change anything on your face other than having a cut.
You could do too something that might help give you like a different perspective of it. You should try collaging. Like you can do some self-portrait collages. So like you just take a picture. Like with your face or just the scar, and then like put some different stuff around it. Like you can find magazines and cut out some different like beautiful things like flowers, just for an example, and make some collage self-portraits. That might help you look at it in a different way.
Yeah. To be honest, I think it's been beneficial in the sense of it's making me appreciate myself a little bit more. And then Snapchat is really, I guess it's listening to my conversation, so it's giving me people with like acid burns on their face, and like I don't know if your Snapchats are showing stuff like that, but that's what I'm getting on my feed. I'm like, okay, I will be grateful. I don't want anything else to happen, you know?
Wow, that's some really smart algorithmic. Wow.
In the room, and you said something about feet. One thing I have to tell to you, Nora and John: do not walk with your bare foot on a fucking hotel room. That's disgusting. When I saw John doing that, I was like, John, stop! Like, come on now. This just don't.
I know you think you're at home and just relaxing.
I know, but I just can't do it in a hotel room. I just
and that hotel, like, I mean, it was a good hotel for Newark, but it wasn't the best.
I got sick when I was in the hotel in New York. The second one.
I wasn't in New York. I was in Newark. I was in New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey, never mind.
Yeah.
All hail the king. LeBron has returned.
Did you all ever see my crazy video when I was like giving a finger to a random black lady on Snapchat?
Wait, what was it? I was reading something.
This is a couple of days, like, and here. I'm so crazy. Hold on. This was before my viral video. I probably shouldn't share it, but it's okay. Copy. I think Abby will enjoy this.
Okay.
Okay, did you see it?
Wow.
What's wrong with me?
That's so mean. Someone is commenting, is she okay?
You're dead.
cars, limousine.
No,
That's-
I think I was projecting everything that was from Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, from Clubhouse onto the real people in the real world.
I love the music in the background, by the way.
Okay, I'm Carrie Underwood.
Oh my gosh. What in your hands, keys or?
Yeah, it was my rental. My rental that ended up staying there while I was in the hospital. So I had a really high bill. You're welcome for the content, John.
that is fucking funny. I'm gonna lie.
It's horrible. And the reason I have access to it is because I put it on Snapchat worldwide.
Oh my god.
Like I really wasn't like in my. I don't know why I wasn't focusing on the things that mattered. Like, let me see.
Do you say something in the video?
Yeah, she's saying in the end, screaming something to the black man.
Did I? Because I didn't watch the whole thing.
But in the end, you were going to second car. You.
Oh, is that the guy that came after me with the hammer?
I don't know, but you think like, what are you doing? You're like, something like that. I cannot hear you.
Yeah, he came out with a hammer.
Why? you told him you were hysterically screaming at him.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
What a crazy girl.
I cannot fast forward, but I have to rewatch it again.
Oh my god, I posted my video with Rick on there.
What? Really? Show me.
No.
Show me, please send the link.
No.
Don't worry, I've met Rick in real life already. Don't worry about it.
No, because you can see me.
Wow.
I mean, we already know how you look like.
No, I look like a crazy person. Like, more crazy. I was wearing my
It's
glasses
okay.
and a hijab.
Wait, you met Rick?
No, I was talking to him on FaceTime.
Oh.
Me.
Hold on, you hear me play it? Oh no, what's his name is here recording. I can't play it. My voice was already gone that day.
You know what? This is wild. I'm not thankful for sharing.
That's the funniest shit ever, actually. That is badass. Like,
You know what I said? I'm telling Rick, let me ask you this, and I don't know what I'm trying to ask him, and then he says something, and I go, no, and I said Abby's favorite word.
what is my favorite word?
The one that you got in trouble for.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
Wait, what is it? The N word?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was... John, can you leave so that I can play this video? I don't want it to be on YouTube.
That's a genuine point in his political career.
I praised him when he initially...
I was sent just before we opened the room a very strong analytical view of the Democratic Party and how it may be morphing now. It was a pretty critical view of the Democratic Party and how it's morphing now. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of any of that because it really has nothing to do directly with today's room topic, except for the terminology in that long missive that suggested that Schumer is now in political hospice. I thought that was a terrific way of that person to make their point. Is he in political hospice? Is he on life support? Is he in critical condition? Is he in serious condition? Is he not so seriously wounded? How should we assess his medical status politically? And also, should he resign as minority leader for the good of his party? What do you think? I'm going to start calling people in the order in which I see them on the stage. We could use more people up here. So hands up, folks. Today's discussion begins with Howard, followed by Marshall.
Hey, Gary. Hello, everyone. Yeah, definitely interesting times, interesting questions that you're posing there, Gary. You know, I think you hit the nail on the head. My perception is that the leadership or communication, but if he's to remain leader, that's ultimately up to the rest of the senators from the Democrats to decide. On a much broader view, though, I do feel that if the Democrats really want to have a chance, it's still a branding issue for them, and the branding can't be everything Trump does we're against. I think part of it has to be what that party stands for. And with that, it does need new energy. It does need new communication skills. And, you know, however you feel about her politically, but certainly Nancy Pelosi, it could be argued, did serve her country, did serve her party. But she ultimately realized it was time to pass the torch. My view is that should always happen a lot sooner than later. I've been on record, as we talked about the former presidential election, that Biden was too old to hold office, and similar to the Constitution saying you have to be 35 to be president, I feel there should be a ceiling age limit too. We can debate what that exact number is, but it's a lot lower than where Chuck Schumer is today. But again, Gary, I'm breaking the scope here and I'm broadening it from a Democratic branding perspective. I feel that, you know, if he's on life support, good riddance, the sooner the better, but that's just one person's point of view. But in terms of continuing to lead the Democrats, that's ultimately up to the Democratic Senate caucus to make that decision. And I'm interested to hear other perspectives on it. So thanks for the time.
If I could get the microphone to work, I would respond to you. And I'm wondering your thoughts, Howard, about my concerns about Mr. Schumer that predate all this. And as you know, I am neither a Democrat nor a Republican. I'm not just an independent.
He's a Southern man. Dun 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 dun. He's a Southern man.
I've made my arguments many times here in the room about why I feel the party system is injurious to moving this nation forward on almost any issue. But I've been very frustrated with Schumer because I expected him to be stronger in support of Jews in the United States and of Israel.
What?
Now, I know there are those who have argued that because he's Jewish, he's been too pro-Israel.
Listen to this, or
Yeah.
But I, as one Jew,
I'm live streaming it.
he's
Yeah, you
really
can talk. Just talk.
almost even turned his back
Good.
on Israel sometimes.
You know, my trial begins.
And I've got some examples that I could
45
toss
minutes.
out there, but I don't want to make
For
this
what?
the sole
The talking
topic. I don't want to go into great detail about it. But I'm wondering about your perceptions about this. So I'm taking it
And I
beyond
said, and then like in the room, in the terms of service,
aspects of this within the Democratic Party and to how it might affect me or people I care about, and I'm wondering your thoughts about that.
I said I could threaten your family.
No,
And they had a
great
trial
insight
last
on that,
night,
Gary.
and I lost the
Yeah,
trial.
similarly, as I mentioned,
like
his strength, I feel, is not public speaking or communication.
They said that I
It's
had
probably
to be 45
where
days
strength has
where I'm
been.
not allowed to be up
been,
on
you know,
stage
behind
in
the
the talking
closed
gates.
doors, lobbying,
So now there's an appeal,
arm twisting,
and then there, if you go to
and
look
really
at the
kind of
talking gates,
greasing the
it'll
wheels
say
that
like
needed to
free
be
doc.
greased. But we're in
And
an
the
era
trial
now
begins in
where I think communication skills are more important than ever. And Gary, one example is you're mentioning your concern about him even prior to this whole government
Sounds like a bunch of
shutdown.
monkey
Most
business to
recently
me.
was the New York mayoral election, where he couldn't even really clarify what his position was and who he was supporting. And I that was a failure as one example. So I agree with you, Gary. As it relates to Israel, that's somewhat complex. But he's just, I feel, it's definitely passed a law of diminishing return. And if the Democrats were focusing more on going forward in the future, and I come back to this rebranding, the sooner that he's put out to pasture, the better the party's going to be.
But yeah, I was just giving you a heads up, bro.
The sooner he's put out to pasture, maybe the better New York State will be. But that's a different issue altogether. Thank you, Howard. We now go to Marshall, followed by David.
How's it going, Gary?
Oh, that was Marshall. Oh,
I'm doing fine. Getting the microphone to operate when I ask it to, that's another story.
But anywho, I'm gonna back
So,
up,
since I'm not in the Democratic Party, I'm not going to presume whether Schumer should go or shouldn't go. What I will say is that I think, at least for me, I think it showed leadership to go, yeah, we want SNAP benefits back, and we'll argue about the ACA later. I think that showed some personal strength on Schumer's part. I think he took a decision that he knew his caucus probably wasn't going to like, but that he viewed as the right one for the country. So that's kind of what I have to say about that. I'm not sure what will happen with the outside lobbying groups or anything like that, but doing that in my eyes probably makes him an adversary in the progressives' eyes. Noting that I sit center right and the progressives sit on the left-hand edge of the Democratic Party. So I'll leave it there.
Thank you, Marshall. Kowarski, we've been trying to invite you up to the stage several times. David, followed by Brent.
I was really worried that I was going to agree with Khalid Rashid, but I guess I'm glad they're in the House. Democrats, and probably all of our government, have an old age problem. We have 70 and 80-year-old people in office that, at the very least, don't accept new ideas well. As Howard mentioned, communicate in a modern way. We need a forceful voice against what's happening in this administration. I mean, Comey being sued will probably result in someone from the DOJ, if not imprisonment, a large fine. Just things like that. I think that if Mamdani and AOC are going to be the new vision for the Democratic Party, as someone who's voted Democratic almost all my life, Republican in state elections because our state's so screwed up, I'm going to be a Republican from now on. I'm done. And really, this age problem has been brewing. It's not a new problem. It's something we need to recognize. And I think we haven't even had a competent post-mortem on the election. Democrats are still waiting for Trump to fail. We better do a Mamdani post-mortem because, as we may not agree with his views, but he energized an electorate and got it done. And again, who was running against him? Old people with old ideas that didn't energize anyone to vote. So, yeah, we need better, we deserve better. And frankly, correct me if I'm wrong, basically with what they settled for, they kept this country handicapped, shut down, spending more money than if it was open for not any better result than they could have done 2 or 3 weeks ago. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. They could have done exactly what they did yesterday, 2 months ago, when this whole thing started. I mean, if they were going to make this compromise, they didn't have to go through what they went through to get to where we're at. But I will point out that it's not just the Democrats that has the problem with age. The Republican president of the United States is pushing 80 right now, right?
Yeah, because
And also, Senator Grassley's like 93.
absolutely. I mean, I'm 73. I'm fit. I took a blood test. I have everything working correctly according to that. And I'm working every day, but the energy it requires to do what they have to do, it's not there.
I don't think it's age necessarily. It's the ability of the individual, both physically and mentally, to be able to handle the job. We saw the past president stumble in that regard, and in fairness, we're seeing the current president stumble in that regard. All you have to do is listen to what he said the last time he talked about magnets. It was not comprehensible. And so I think that it is true that Schumer has a hard time adapting and adopting new ideas. But I don't know whether it's really because of his age as much as it is about his attitude. Because I know people who are older than you and me, David, who are very forward-looking individuals and very active in their own way, including some who are still employed full-time. So, I mean, my accountant is 83 years old, and you'd never know what to look at him, and you would never know what to discuss things with him. Active in politics in his community, sharp as he's ever been, and with a wealth of knowledge that people half his age don't have because he's had the experience. So I think it depends on the individual, and you can't just say, because this person is young, he's inexperienced, and can't hold office, and because this person is old, you know, he's past his prime. That's not
we do have an age problem in Congress. And I agree. I mean, I help to run a large business group that does $2.5 million a year in business. You know, I have institutional knowledge, and together with everyone else who's much younger than me, we do a great job. But, and I don't want to stop working, and I feel I can still contribute, but we deserve better, and we're not getting it.
Thank you for that, David. I would agree with that last comment. And we'll now go to Brent, followed by candidate, and a call out once again for more hands up. Brent.
So I think it's kind of first kind of back up and say, you know, what does a Senate majority, what does a leader in either one of the houses actually do for the party? I would argue you could put it into three main buckets, and in order of priority, it's the first thing they keep the coalition together. That is the primary job of a Senate leader, of a House leader, etc. Second thing is they fundraise and they get ready for the next campaign. You know, that's kind of the next bucket. And then the third, and I would argue the least important, is a public relations kind of part of it. So, you know, if we're looking at Schumer and we kind of rank them in those three buckets, you kind of start out first was to keep the coalition. So, you know, with this last vote, you know, just to correct Marshall, he didn't vote for this. He said he was against it. So you had exactly eight.
Thank you.
So you had exactly 8 Democrats go over. So you have two possibilities there. One is he failed at keeping his coalition together. The other is that he implicitly supported it and actually wanted this deal to happen. If he failed to keep his coalition together, he kind of failed at his fundamental job. If he implicitly supported, I would argue that's terrible strategy to essentially do what y'all are saying, go through 40 days and not get anything. You know, if Donald Trump wanted to close airports because he didn't want people to have cheaper health care, let Donald Trump close airports because he doesn't want people to have cheaper health care. That is actually the politically astute thing to do, not to shut it down and then not get your demands. So either way, I would rate this last one as a failure. I think for campaign environment, fundraising, I think he does good. I mean, he's recruited a lot of good candidates. Roy Cooper in North Carolina, Janet Mills in Maine, Cheryl Brown in Ohio. I think he's done a really good job there. Then finally, kind of public relations, I would rate him as kind of mid. So that's how I would stack them up. It's obviously up to the Senate caucus to do whatever they want. I think we have talented people in the Democratic Party, and whether he stays or goes, I think it'll be okay. I would say whatever the Democratic Party does with its leader, you also have to kind of enforce discipline in the ranks. I pointed out Senator Fetterman's role in this, from the beginning yesterday. Pennsylvania is not West Virginia. He's not in a deep red state. I do think you also, also part of keeping a caucus together is also, voters and Democratic base allowing flexibility of people that are in red states or in seats that might be in trouble, but also when individual senators are breaking that making it hard for leaders to maintain caucus unity, they're also it does kind of behoove Democratic voters to also aim their air at that, and that's generally how I would break down his role, and then also kind of just a brief comment about how base voters can kind of help out a party leader in any house.
So every caucus is diverse, and whether it's on the House side or the Senate side, whether it's the Republican caucus or the Democratic caucus, and the leader of that caucus has to find a way to prioritize the agenda and ensure, with some horse trading, that primary agenda is met. And to do that, you can allow the siphoning off of some votes, but you cannot allow the siphoning off of enough votes to change the outcome of an issue that is of such import to the party.
Yeah,
I think about Nancy Pelosi, and I think Howard mentioned Nancy a moment ago. I think Nancy Pelosi on the House side did a tremendous job of giving the squad a platform, a bully pulpit, but without giving them any real power. She knew how to handle that. Another one who knew how to handle his caucus was Newt Gingrich. And the first one who I had the pleasure of meeting, who I give A+ rating of his ability to keep his caucus in line, was Tip O'Neill. It seems to me that Schumer, even though the public statements are coming from the House side and not from within the Senate about his leadership ability, it seems to me, Brent, that Mr. Schumer has lost the ability, if he ever really had it at any time, to skillfully handle the political landmines, the intra-party political landmines, and I think that's his biggest problem right now.
Well, and I would like a lot of your examples. It was coming from the wings of the parties. He kind of lost this on an issue where there's a pretty wide swath of the Democratic Party that thought that you should keep on moving forward. I mean, John Ossoff, senator from Georgia, Warnock, senator from Georgia, they both voted in favor of maintaining the filibuster. So I think that like losing that many senators that quickly. Losing that many senators like that, does kind of show he could maintain that party discipline, or it shows he actually wanted this to happen. And I think that's probably I know that's a bad political choice. To do that, to essentially go 40 days and then get nothing, especially when you had polling in the election providing great headwinds for the Democratic message. So I think in this instance, he clearly failed the mark.
Thank you, Brent. Candidate followed by El Normo.
Hey Gary, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all you beautiful speakers and audience listeners. I feel like I hear people talking out of both sides of their mouths. They say, oh, I'm voting Republican now, but yet we have to resist this government and resist Trump at all costs because of what they're doing. So I'm confused about the messaging and the communication that comes out of a lot of speakers' mouths, but with regards to Chuck...
Not sure I heard what you just heard that you are expressing concern about. Are you talking about David Katz talking about how he's always voted Democrat, but now he's done with the Democratic Party, but he still has concerns about the president? And that's the only speaker that comes...
Oh, there's lots of fake Republicans on this app, like Marshall Rankin, others. I could name a whole list of fake Republicans on this app that hate Trump, hate their government. They hang out with communists and socialists all the time. They say they're communists and they're socialists.
I've tried to admonish you several times.
Dude, you're just going to talk about me?
He asked me who I was talking about, and I'm talking about you and other people.
But he never made such a comment today, did he?
Oh, I've heard him talk. I heard him in a room just the other day saying he's a communist and a socialist. He's not a Republican.
Okay, so what? You know what? You're making personal attacks now, but I will point out so you understand once again. Besides the personal attacks, talked about what's going on in this room, not what's going on in other rooms. I don't care, nor do the people who come here care what people are saying in other rooms. We're not on Clubhouse to be part of... I'm not on Clubhouse to be part of the Clubhouse social networking.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I only come on here to host this room. And I don't care what's being said in other rooms. And you're welcome to come to the stage and speak to what's being discussed in this room. But as I've told you on numerous previous occasions, do not come in and talk about what's going on in other rooms. It's off topic. El Normal and Marshall, did you want a further rejoinder to that? By the way,
the only thing I would say is I never said I was a communist or a socialist. He lies. He likes to lie. I guess it fits that he's running for office.
Oh my God, you a communist or a socialist? Where does he come off with this nonsense?
I have no idea.
Marshall he works for the Republican Party. He campaigns for...
He got him in a room talking to a bunch of communist socialists saying he's a communist and a socialist. Go to my YouTube account. He's politically correct with Patty saying Republicans criticize me for hanging out with you guys. A bunch of communist socialists. And if that makes me a communist socialist, that makes Marshall Rankin a communist socialist. Look at it, Gary, that's what Marshall said, and Patty's politically correct, but you're censoring me, and I can't come up and say what I want to say.
But you're not welcome to come to the stage and cast aspersions and lies about other people in the room. It's just not going to happen. And we're not going to invite you back to the stage today. El Normo, followed by Brett. We're going to be wrapping up real early today, it looks like, unless some more folks come on up. No.
Hello. So been thinking about the shutdown and about the stuff that you're saying about politics. So I'm very disappointed that we're having difficulty, not we in this room, we the American people are having difficulty having an honest conversation about what we're going through. And it's been going on for a while, and I've mentioned this, I think, in this room and in others. And I'm not sure what the explanation
Marshall was in Patty's room saying he gets criticized for hanging out with socialist communists like Patty in a room. And if that's true, then he must be a socialist or a communist. Marshall Rankin, the fake Republican.
I say most Americans to have guaranteed health care is not affordable or sustainable without substantial government subsidies. Do you mind if I ask you, Gary, if we're in agreement? Do you think I have that right?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Okay. That was very helpful. Okay. So I don't know why we can't have that conversation. I mean, and why didn't Schumer why don't we say it's that what we just said, that the Affordable Care Act, which I think people generally like, people like having their health care, people like not being excluded for pre-existing conditions. Let's move on from that. I don't know why we can't put it in exactly those terms and have the discussion, have the political debate and vote and fight in a rhetorical way about that. So here's what I see, and it's a little bit disgusting. The Republican Party, the right wing, if you wish, are trying to make this in a neo-Hitlerian manner. Forgive me, Marshall, I don't mean you, obviously. They're trying to make this about foreigners, i.e., and they're calling them illegal immigrants or illegal whatever, undocumented people. They're making it about that because it's well known that...
They kicked me! And another one! We got it again. And another one.
Wow.
Watch, we'll just go in there and with another account.
Elon, refer to the wish list at the top of the page, and please send me some money to take to Jamaica for the youths then. Thank you, Elon.
It's AI.
Can't get in.
Come here, Candidate John. Candidate John, me have a bone to pick with you.
And its
This Candidate John
have erroneously said that the Affordable Care Act applies to illegal immigrants where, in fact, it does not.
Okay. Well, I think I found that there's some instances in which, in some states, that are more hospitable towards undocumented immigrants, they're able to sort of slide their way into the system through public clinics and stuff like that, like in California, they're paid for by the federal government. And that's not true universally. It's a side note. Now, since we're talking about that, though, now you might hate Elon Musk or love him, but he made this point, and I can't dispute it, that Democrats created sanctuary cities and opened the doors to immigration because in the census, an increase in population, legal or illegal, allows you to add both electors in the Electoral College for presidential elections and also Congress people. Both of those are based on the census. Doesn't matter if you're legal or not. Now, of course, you could say, well, some undocumented people are not going to participate in the census because they're afraid of being caught, but that's just, that's sort of a side note. The truth, I can't dispute what Elon Musk said.
What does that have to do with this topic?
I'll give you a second to think about it. Candidate John also watched me on Alex Jones. Candidate John, can you give the room a report? What was I banned for on Twitter, and why am I still banned right now?
Well, unfortunately, when you get mass reported, you just can't fight it because the system just takes it. And, you know, I don't want to specifically say what you told me because I don't want to repeat Lashon Hara, but let's just say that you are censored because they fear you.
That's true. Who was reporting me? Who was taking credit publicly for mass reporting me and getting me banned?
Blame to go around.
This guy loves to talk. All of a sudden, he doesn't want to talk. I've never seen anything like
that. The thing.
Right? I'm surprised, Kitover. Are you gonna give us a poem?
Oh, sorry. I was talking. I thought I hit the mic button. Can you repeat your question again, King, so everybody hears it?
Who was reporting me? Who were the people that were taking credit for mass reporting me and getting me banned?
Well, you know, you said it was two groups. I don't want to say one of them, but I will say the other, which is the communists.
That's true. Why are you afraid of the other group? What's going on there?
Because, unfortunately, they just had a very large ceremony and festival where they throw poop at each other. And lest I Lashon Hara this group of individuals, I too might have shit stains on my hands.
Incredible. Now those people, they were mass reporting me, it's true, but besides the communists, the people mass reporting me the most were the Groypers, Nick Fuentes' followers. There's an op going on. Yeah, there it is. And put it at the top. Me and Alex Jones were talking about this for 2 hours. There's an op going on. If you go on Twitter, you can find tens of thousands of likes and retweets on any random stupid account that just has the most disgusting things to say about Jews or Israel. And I'm not the one to go around complaining, anti-Semitism. I focus on America. But the reason these people are doing this, the reason that they're talking about this stuff and it's getting all these likes and shares is because there are foreign nations, namely China, Qatar, that are putting money into bot farms, giving these people attention, giving these people money in order to drive a wedge into the right wing. The left was dead. They had no lane to popularity. But with this psyop, pushing all these likes, shares, and money to influencers to hyper-focus on Israel, it's getting people away from the issues that conservatives or the right wing actually cares about, and it's focusing on dividing and conquering us and opening up a lane for the left. And this is the type of thing they did all over Europe. This is how they are getting back control of the national conversation. And this is why they were mass reporting me, and this is why I was banned.
Yeah.
So Groypers, are you talking about individuals connected to essentially white Christian nationalism, aka Nick Fuentes?
They are not Christian. Nick doesn't even go to church. And Sam Parker tweeted, he said, everybody needs to mass report Andrew Meyer. Jake Shields shared it. And they all took credit for it afterwards. They showed their screenshots of their reports, reporting me and it being successful. So Nick, who always cries free speech, you're going to ban me, and then as soon as he's on a platform, he gets all his people to mass report anybody that speaks out against him to get them banned. They're very sick, cynical individuals, and they push, I kid you not, they push Satanism.
You didn't say Jake Tapper from CNN, did you? What was that?
He won't debate you.
No, he went on Candace Owens' show to complain that he didn't get a chance to debate me 6-on-1. Like Candace, I debated and defeated Candace, Dan Bilzerian, Dave Smith, Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, all at the same time. And Nick goes on Candace Owens' show and said, you should have brought me on there too. It's not fair. Like, he wanted to debate me 6-on-1. I offered him a 1-on-1
Did you ever debate
I'm not talking to you. Hang on. I offered him a 1-on-1 debate, and he turned it down. And Alex Jones offered him that same debate 2 weeks ago. Nick turned it down. Owen Schroyer offered him the debate a month ago. He turned it down. He turned it down 7 years ago when it was going to be on Twitter, and a bunch of people would have shared it to the point it would have 1 million views. Fuentes is afraid of me, okay?
And you have to. There is a psyop being pushed on Twitter. Elon likes this psyop, so I'm not going to be restored unless enough people are like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Because I am absolutely demolishing Fuentes, the Red Green Alliance, the Groyper psyop, which is Nick is now being pushed by the New York Times, Rolling Stone, GQ. He's automatically plugged when you start a new account. You watch videos on Twitter. Like, you can watch a puppy video, you have a new account. The next video you scroll, you'll see Nick Fuentes. He's being pumped by Twitter. So, but I make him look absolutely fucking terrible. That's why he's afraid to debate me. And that's why they don't want me on the platform right now. Oh, and the Indians that run tech support there also don't like me because I don't like all these H-1B Indians replacing Americans, taking American jobs. I'm not nice to them, and they don't want me back either.
Is there some way that we can loop Laura Loomer into this conversation
what do you
tonight?
debate them on? What do I debate who on?
Whoever.
Well, if you don't even know what you're asking me, I can't really answer you. You got to be specific.
So if Tucker Carlson says yes, I'll debate you, what are you going to debate him on?
His news coverage, like what he's choosing to cover and focus on. The softball interview he just handed Nick Fuentes. He gave Tucker Carlson an absolute grilling, and then he gives a softball interview to Nick, who promotes Hitler to children.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people were mad at Tucker Carlson because of what he was saying to and giving a platform for Nick Fuentes, apparently.
I don't mind him interviewing the guy. I don't like him giving him a softball interview as if there's nothing objectionable he should question him about. That, like, he has no idea who he is. He literally called him an angry gay kid a month earlier, and then he acts like he has no idea who he is and that there's nothing wrong with him. Like, the guy said pedophilia is based. He made fun of white women that were killed by a terrorist in Waukesha, saying, well, they would have just turned out to be whores anyway. He promotes Hitler, who's a Satanist. He thought, like, there are so many reasons that you should question Nick and say, why are you doing this? And Tucker throws him a softball interview. That's the issue that I have. I don't care that he fucking talked to the guy. Talk to him. But ask him serious questions. He asked more serious questions to Sam Altman, who runs the AI company OpenAI. He implied that Sam Altman had something to do with a murder that's like loosely in the background of that. And I'm not a Sam Altman defender, by the way. The guy's queer as hell. I'm not a fan of him. But he gave Sam Altman 1,000 times tougher interview than Nick Fuentes, which is crazy.
Is Nick Fuentes gay?
100% gay. You know, he went on a date with a cat boy, right? I didn't know such a thing existed until Nick went on a date with one. Literally, a gay guy that was wearing cat ears and sucking dildos on camera, and Nick goes on a date with him, and the cat boy reports afterwards that they hooked up. So, yeah, Nick is gay.
Is that like a furrier?
I guess.
Yeah, like, how come out of nowhere, he's, like, what happened out of nowhere that he's being platformed?
It is a psyop. It is a psychological operation to divide and conquer the right wing. They're trying to open up a lane for the left. They're trying to make us fight with each other and then show to the people in the middle, oh, look how disgusting the right is. See the new replacement for Charlie Kirk? It's not Jack Posobiec. It's this homosexual Nick Fuentes that tells guys not to date women. Like, that's insane.
I mean, well, but Nick has always tried to divide the right.
Yes, but now he's getting pushed massively. There's like there was no opportunity for the left. They were dead after the 2024 election. Dead. And now there's a lane being opened for them through this PSYOP.